All right, we continue to follow here on American Agenda. I don't know if we have it right now. We could take either the stock market, a shot of that, or the shot of the Queen making her way through London as she is going to Buckingham Palace next, right? Is that where she goes next?
Yep, she has arrived in London. Of course, it is dark. We're seeing right now that procession continuing. You can even see the details of the lights in the hearse so that all of the onlookers and those coming to pay respects can actually see the casket. She will stay at Buckingham Palace overnight, and then tomorrow morning she will be moved to Westminster Hall, where she will be lie in state for 4 days before her funeral on Monday. Joining us now for the latest is correspondent Ollie Barrett.
Well, I just want to pick up on that point you were making about the lights on the top of the hearse. That is a very conscious decision. In fact, we've just had some communication from the palace in the last few moments in which they say that they give us a bit more detail about the hearse, and they say that it was designed by the palace with Jaguar Land Rover in consultation with the Queen. And they say that it was designed to, and I'm quoting now, make sure that members of the public have a clear view as it travels on this journey, and then from London here to Windsor. And that is the part of the journey that happens on Monday. After the funeral, as you were saying, the Queen will return here to Windsor to be buried in the grounds of Windsor Castle alongside her husband, Prince Philip. So all of this is being choreographed very much with a view to allowing the public to have these moments, to allowing the public to see as much as possible, and allowing international viewers to see as much of this as possible as well. Thousands and thousands of people lining the streets of West London for what is quite a small motorcade to make its way from RAF Northolt, just to the west of the British capital, through those streets towards Buckingham Palace, where it will be met by King Charles and some other members of the royal family. We've also just heard, by the way, from Princess Anne via a statement from Buckingham Palace. She is the Queen's daughter who travelled with her on the plane down from Scotland, and she says it has been an honour and a privilege to accompany her on her final journeys. Witnessing the love and respect shown by so many on these journeys has both been humbling and uplifting. She says, we will share unique memories. I offer my thanks to each and every one who share our sense of loss. Princess Anne going on to say, we've been reminded how much of her presence and contribution to our national identity we took for granted. She says she's grateful for the support and understanding offered by my dear brother Charles as he accepts the added responsibilities of the monarch. And she concludes this statement, to my mother, the Queen, thank you.
Very nicely put, elegantly put. And Ollie Barrett, thank you very much as we continue to follow the process from the Royal Air Force Base, the Queen going through the streets of London, people saying their goodbyes for the very last time. Again, we'll keep track of this. Meanwhile, back here in the U.S., the reason I mentioned at the top of the hour, possibly taking a look at the stock market, it's down over 1,000 points today, and no doubt having something to do with the numbers that came out today on the CPI. Still, reluctantly high.
Yes.
Historically speaking, food is now, over the past 12 months, up more than it's been since 1979.
Yeah, up 13.5%, I believe, since last year.
Yeah, it's just remarkable. So we also are, according to court papers, following this story from the Justice Department, here's the Queen now at Buckingham Palace. Interesting to find out that she helped designed that hearse, absolutely. The Jaguar,
and even the ornamentation on the car, as we were been speaking about throughout the past hour. Every detail perfectly executed and planned.
Let's listen in. Well, a touching moment as people were saying hello and goodbye
Yeah, the
as
cheers.
the Queen
Ring of
arrived
bell
at the
cheers.
palace one last time, and then she'll leave there tomorrow. But she will be there tonight. What's it, in the Bow Room?
In the Bow Room, yes.
Which, by the way, if you look in there, I think it's pretty much straight through there.
Straight through, yeah.
If you'd, having looked at a map to try to figure
Right.
these things out, that location would be going straight back once you get into the building, of course, not where the cars are specifically. But again, a beautiful moment.
Blinking lights, potentially a signal there from that last car. Reportedly, people have been camping out for more than 30 hours waiting for this very moment to say their final goodbye.
Yeah, the respect and the excitement there of the people that were waiting for her. And of course, more will pay their respects to her. She'll be there for overnight and then taken where?
To Westminster Hall, where she will lie in state for 4 days before being taken to Westminster Abbey for her funeral service on Monday. And then she will be buried alongside her husband, Prince Philip, who passed away in April of 2021 in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle.
You know, it's interesting to see the people responding there. It's almost like they don't know how to express themselves. And obviously, It's been 70 years since this has happened, at least at this level of the monarchy. But you could feel the emotion from the people.
Yeah.
There she is. This is our last chance to pay our respects. And just listening in to the emotion. And then even when they got beyond them, kind of they wanted again to show their respect. That's how much that meant to them. The Queen, very popular there. And we've talked about this since last Thursday and how well liked she was and how she handled her position with grace. And that's part of one of the reasons she was so popular. She wasn't a heavily politically involved person. It was just
Not
the
at all.
opposite.
Absolutely.